Hey homestead peeps, so today we are looking at some things that are happening in the garden, good and bad. And the hubby is doing a little target practice getting ready for hunting season. I think one thing that I love so much about gardening is that you can plant something, get excited about watching it grow, be excited about harvesting it, and then just when the excitement starts to sort of die down, a second growing season comes along and we get to start the process all over again with new things, different things that we tried the first part of in the spring. Now it's the middle of summer and we need things that are more heat tolerant and things that we'll plant in the fall that will go through the colder seasons. And it's just exciting to see how the different things come up, the rate of germination, the way that they grow, whether they climb or whether they make a bush or whether they grow along the ground. And then the prize at the end, the harvest, and just the anticipation of waiting till it's ripe to be able to take it in and enjoy it. So gardening has so many rewards. And I was watching Roots and Refuge Farm the other day. Big shout out to her. I love her gardening videos. They're so informative. And one thing that she was talking about that I thought was so neat was the biblical parallels to gardening and the things that you can apply, the principles that you can apply from gardening in seeds and spreading seeds and propagating seeds and harvesting and the patience that it takes in between the two things. And so it's just been something that has been on my heart, and I'm so excited that the Lord has blessed us to be able to do these things and be able to see them come to fruition, and literally and figuratively. So we are just so blessed to be able to be a part of this whole plan. Hey, I was at the store the other day, the farm store, the feed store, and they're almost completely out of seeds, which is understandable. It's, end of July, but I thought I would share with you some of the seeds that I got, what my plans are for them and why I bought them. But so let me turn this around real quick. So here was one of the first pack. This is actually Waldman's dark green lettuce, and it is just too hot in Florida to grow lettuce in the summertime. So my plans are, this can be planted between February and March or September and October. So my plans were in September to put these in the ground for a fall type harvest. It should do well because it'll start cooling down September, October, November. We still have a lot of hot days, but I think it'll be cool enough that we can actually grow some lettuce without it just wilting and being decimated by the heat. Another one that I got was Hale's Best Jumbo Muskmelon. This one I can't actually use right now. It's something that I will have to plant next year, but I just thought it looked like such a cool, it looks like cantaloupe, but it's probably just I don't know, a version of a cantaloupe, but it looks really yummy and I just wanted to try it, so that'll be for next summer's garden. I also just picked up some zinnias and some marigolds, and that is for two reasons. For pollinators, flowers are good for pollinators in your garden to attract pollinators. Also, some bugs don't like marigolds, so it helps to keep some pests out of your garden. And third, because I just like the colors, and it'll make the garden prettier just to have the colors mixed in there. So that's what I got those for, and they'll probably be next year as well. This, I have been looking all summer long for cilantro, and this is slow bolt cilantro. So I just planted it yesterday, and hopefully some of it will start coming up, because it says March through August for our zone, and I wanted to see if I could get some up before it was too late. So I'm excited about this, and we'll be adding it to the basil and the parsley that I have growing now. So, and then the last one, I just planted these about a week ago, and I already have seedlings popping up from this as well, the Howden large pumpkins. I ordered these online, and we don't have, I only planted like 6 seeds, but hopefully we'll get some neat pumpkins for the fall that we can make some pumpkin pies out of. I love pumpkins in the fall. So those are just some things that we've got going on for succession planning.
One of the things that we've done for years that we really love to do, and we're pretty good at it, we have enough protein and meat to sustain us, is honey. So this is the end of July, 1st of August, and I'm actually getting my bow out ready for bow season. It starts in September. I hunt some here in Florida in the management areas, and I also hunt some in Georgia in one of my leases that I have. And this is my tool of choice, I guess you'd call it. It's a Matthews Helium. It's an older version, but it's one of the lightest versions they made. And I've got some things that I have done to it. This is a bee stinger stabilizer. Takes a lot of the vibration out. But one of the things that I like the most about my setup is that I have this Trophy Ridge React Pro, and it has 5 pins. And what's really cool about it is they've done some mathematics on the pins. So if you look at it, on the very first pin is the 20, the second one's the 30, 40, 50, and 60. And you only have to adjust the 20 and the 30, and then by mathematics and their engineering, all these other will fall into suit based on the miles per hour, your arrow, and the draw strength and everything. So it just automatically goes to 60, so you don't have to worry about them being sighted in. So you just sight the 2 in and you're good to go. And then I use QAD drop drop rest. And then I've got a true fire release that I use. So I'm going to do a couple of target practice things that I use. I've got these Maxima Reds. They're 350 grain bullets. Arrows. And the other thing I use with these is a burnt luminox lighted knock, so you can find your arrows and your targeting. Let me show you how it works. When the arrow releases it, it pushes it back down in there, and it's a lighted knock. Now, I don't usually use these when I target practice. I use them when I'm hunting. One, it'll help you know where you shot the animal, and it also will help you retrieve your arrows if you miss, or if you are successful, you still can use it. But I'll show you what one of these looks like. And the easiest thing about these that I like, the nocturnals are the other kind, and you have to pull this little lever in there, and they're really hard. This one, all you have to do is just pull it back out a little bit, and it goes off. So when the arrow hits it and it strings loose, it pops it back on. So then you just pull it back a little bit and you're good to go. I've already done my range finding. I've got a Nikon rangefinder, and I've already ranged this. This is probably around 20 yards. And then back on the porch is 30 yards. So we're gonna give it a shot at 20 and see how I do.
Nice.
It's a little high, but at least I hit the target, right?
Yep.
See if we can dial it in a little bit and get a better shot. Well, I'm consistent at least.
Let's go look.
Consistent.
It's a kill shot.
So basically, this is an outline of a mature deer. These are the lungs. This is the heart. All this area right in here is what they would consider a lethal shot or a kill zone. So any part in that area would be good. So good to go. Now let's try 30 yards and see how we do. All right. Let's see what we can do. This is 30 yards. The wind's blowing pretty good, so it may move the arrow a little bit. So as long as I hit the target, we'll be in good shape.
Oops.
Yeah. Trying to push that one to the left a little bit.
There you go.
That looks good. Try one more. See if that was just a mistake or a fluke or something. That's a little high. Kind of all over the place. Obviously, I need a little bit more practice. Another hot, sunny day in Florida, and I hope you guys enjoyed the just the conversation and the instructional part about the archery. But I want you to know something that I've not always had a lease in Georgia. There's plenty of ways for homesteaders to be able to hunt. One of the things that I did a long time ago was I started looking at your state management areas, and then if you go and look at the property and see what's out there, there's certain dates that you can apply for a permit. And I know in Florida, I think it's around October you apply for the turkey season, and then in June you apply for deer season. And then in deer season you can apply for archery, black powder, and general gun. If you have a disability and you have the permit for a crossbow, you can use a crossbow, but you have to be disabled in disabled in Florida. But I have been submitting for management areas for years and years, and I've been very successful in some of the management areas. It's always good to try to get the first week of the season, whether it's archery or general gun. That way you don't have a lot of hunters going out there and disturbing where you're at. The other thing you can do is you find this little area that really not that many people know about, and that takes off-season walking around, walking through the management area. But the management area is a great place to get deer. Turkey season is a great season. I've shot a really nice turkey a couple years ago in one of the management areas. So if you're a homesteader and you think, well, I don't have 100 acres, I can't afford a lease, I can't do this, there is a state management area around you where you can apply for a tag, and it's a permit, and it allows you to hunt for a specific week. And then you just have to put your due diligence in. You have to site everything in, you have to get ready for the season, and you can be successful. I have been successful in getting a black powder permit this year, and then I've got an archery permit this year, and then I'm going to go to my lease in Georgia and hunt there. It's not that hard. It's just you have to make sure you have your state license, make sure you're legal, make sure you put it in. And the thing is, if you put in for a state management and you don't get it, don't be discouraged, because what happens is in the state of Florida, you get what they call preferential points. And you can look on you, or you can log in online, and those points, the higher the point value, the more likely you are to get a permit pull. So if I have 2 points or 3 points and I put in for the first week of archery, I am pretty sure that year that I submitted, I'm going to get it. So just because you don't get it the first year, do not give up. Go ahead and apply it again. I guarantee you, if you harvest a turkey or a deer, and you're feeding your family with that, you'll be so happy that you did that. And I put it on the calendar and on my phone, and it lets me know a week ahead that this is coming up, I need to apply, and I go in and I look and see the areas that I want, and they'll give you 5 locations that you can select. You select them, and you wait for the drawing. About 30 to 45 days after that, after you submit and the deadline's closed, they will send you an email and say you have been awarded for this, and that's how I got those this year. So don't give up. It's just part of the homesteading. If you don't get the tags, then you rely on your chickens, you rely on your rabbits, you rely on the things that you need. But it's a whole lot more fun going out for deer and turkey. So God bless. If you have any questions, message us, let us know. Click on the links to subscribe. If you like this, I can supply a lot more videos and a lot more information. I'm not a perfect, but I do love hunting, and I do love what I do. So let me know what you think about it. God bless. Talk to you later.